Welcome PWBA fans, sunny Southern California, where Fountain Bowl is the home of week number 3, the PWBA Fountain Valley Open. It's the PWBA On the Road show. Let's get to it. It is PWBA On the Road, episode 3 from Fountain Bowl in Fountain Valley, California. Hello everyone, my name is Emil Williams Jr. and in this week's episode we'll catch up with a couple tour roommates, talk to them about some of the sightseeing they've done, the travel life, the tour life, and everything that goes into being a PWBA Tour player, of course, on the travel side. And right now, let's take an immediate check back into last week's Sonoma County Open. What a thrilling championship match. Great Stepladder Finals overall, but Shannon O'Keefe, Verity Crawley, they stole the show. Here's Jason Thomas to recap us on that.
For week 2 on the road to Richmond, the PWBA Tour visited sunny Northern California, where despite the challenging conditions the bowlers faced, the only whining to be found was in the nearby hills of Napa Valley's famous wine country. Mexico's Sandra Gongora led after the first round, followed closely by the previous 2 champions at double-decker lanes, Shannon O'Keefe and Rocio Restrepo. In round 2, 3-time PWBA champion Danielle McEwen averaged .240 over her final 3 games of qualifying to jump into the overnight lead. England's Verity Crawley made a huge move in the round of 32, averaging over .226 for her final 5 games to take a commanding lead heading into the final 6 games of the tournament. Crawley would hold on to the lead heading into the Stepladder Finals, with Singapore's Shayna Ung, who was looking for back-to-back titles after her win in Las Vegas last week, claiming the number 2 seed, and Sweden's Ida Andersson qualifying 3rd, with Shannon O'Keefe edging out Colombia's Clara Guerrero for the final spot by just 4 pins. In the first match of the Stepladder Finals, O'Keefe overcame a slow start with a late string of strikes to move past Andersson.
Really like that
one. The semifinal match was close, but a late double put O'Keefe in the driver's seat heading into the 10th frame.
It's going to be Shannon O'Keefe and Verity Crawley.
That set up one of the best title matches in PWBA history, as both O'Keefe and tournament leader Verity Crawley unleashed a barrage of strikes.
Bang. Gets a break. One more break. Beautiful shot there from O'Keefe. And she gets a trip for the strike. Wow. And still not. She has it.
After starting with a combined 15 of 16 strikes, Crawley finally missed in the 9th frame, which gave O'Keefe a chance to close out the match in the 10th.
Looking for the first one. Leaves a 10-pin.
Now Crawley would have an opportunity to take home her first PWBA title if she could finish the match with a double in the 10th frame.
Look. And no love on the 7. And Shannon O'Keefe will win it.
This week, the tour crosses the Golden State and heads to Southern California for the PWBA Fountain Valley Open, where Kelly Kulick will look to repeat her emotional victory from 1 year ago. Coverage begins on Extra Frame at noon Eastern Time on Friday. Be sure to check out all the action as the road to Richmond rolls on.
Now, one of the key elements of being a PWBA Tour player is travel. Players who like to drive, players who like to fly, of course, depending on where the next stop is and the location and geographical distance from their home. But one thing for sure, the first 3 stops in this season's PWBA Tour has presented an extreme amount of opportunity for sightseeing.
Last week I stayed with Steph. We actually stayed at a friend's house, and so we were able to kind of get outside, very green pastures and cows.
Got to go down to the pier area in San Francisco.
Like the tournament, the first trip out here, it's long, so it's like a grind. So I get in my car each day and just kind of set a plan and just start driving, and when I feel like stopping, just stop.
Coming out here, there's another pier on the coast. want to go check that out.
The shorter ones are like sprints, so it's like games 6 through 8 is kind of how I feel.
There was like a bee farm, I don't know if that's what you call it, where there were beekeepers, I don't know, so that was kind of cool.
Las Vegas was really fun because I have my best friend there. So he just built a brand new house, so we got to relax in the pool the day before.
One really cool thing I'm doing tonight actually is going to the Dodgers game. My boyfriend's a huge Dodgers fan, so we're going to go and see him hopefully beat the Reds.
And then I always love visiting San Francisco. The bridge is amazing.
I never got to cross the Golden Gate Bridge, so I was really excited to go through it.
Just enjoying the scenery, like California, it's full of mountains, but it's a different kind of mountains from where I'm from in West Virginia. It's a lot less green, there's a lot less trees, but overall it's beautiful.
I actually really like the architecture on the West Coast. It reminds me a little bit of Colombian, like that colonial type of, building. So I thought that was pretty cool because I got to see a little bit of San Francisco when I was driving.
And then Napa, of course, taste the wine.
She was very excited to go. She's been counting down the weeks. She's been in Phoenix for a couple weeks, so she knew when Mama came home from Sonoma that we were going to go. So we did a lot of walking, but she had a blast meeting all the characters. Those moments are priceless. So it was long, 3 days. We walked a lot, but she had a blast, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I love that the PWBA takes us to such great places and that we can see these cool things, and I'm really looking forward to finishing out the season doing the same thing.
Just looking outside the window and just seeing natural beauty that you just don't ever really get to take in. I kind of realized that today, like on my flight in, where everybody was kind of like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. And I was like, yeah, it is.
And speaking of sightseeing, first of all, thanks for the players and providing us some great insight to that. I've got Maria Jose Rodriguez and Bryanna Coté, two players who know a lot about travel because they are full-timers here on the PWBA Tour. And first of all, ladies, I want to know what's necessary in the PWBA travel kit. What do you have to make sure you travel properly, that you don't forget anything, which we all do at some point. So Maria, I'll start with you. What's in your suitcase and what do you need on a regular basis?
My foam roller.
Okay.
For sure. I probably use it every day. Running shoes. I mean, obviously all my bowling stuff, but tape.
That's important.
Yeah, some Genesis tape.
Okay.
Some workout stuff.
Okay.
My uniforms. A blanket for the plane.
What's the worst thing you may have forgotten? Just maybe not this week or this season, but that you said, oh wow, I needed that and I forgot it.
I forgot my blanket once, and it was rough because I was cold on the plane. No, I'm just kidding. The worst thing when I pack, I say, do I have my uniforms? Do I have my bowling shoes? Do I have my passport if I go out of the country? And do I have my my foam roller or like water, my bottle, something? If I have that, I can buy everything.
That's your checklist, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, if I have my wallet, my uniforms, basically my jerseys, and my bowling stuff, that's it.
Perfect. And Bree, same question for you. What's in your suitcase and kind of the must-haves for you?
The must-haves also is a foam roller. It's in my backpack. It's collapsible. Have to have it, especially having an injury on tour. Tape as well. I call myself Humpty. I put myself together every single week. Uniforms too. If I lose regular clothes, not a big deal, but having the uniforms is a necessity. If I fly in the day of practice, I usually carry on an outfit just in case. I always carry on my thumbs too, just in case. But blanket, pillow, just in case the plane's cold or you get stuck in the airport. So
I've been there.
That's it.
I've been stuck. I did not have either blanket or a pillow.
Yeah.
And your toothbrush.
That's very
toothbrush too. That's
cute
a good one.
Okay. So now, third week here at Fountain Valley, beautiful, sunny Southern California.
Finally.
And we've had some great places to visit as far as sightseeing is concerned. Maria, what are some of the things that you've got a chance to see that you've enjoyed so much from your time so far with Nevada, Cali, NorCal, and now Southern California?
My MOS, this is our third year. It was our third year in San Francisco. Taylor Street Cafe, breakfast place in San Francisco. We've been there every single year, and I can't wait to go back. The Golden Gate Bridge, obviously, from the Presidio.
Okay.
The Presidio side.
So that's the key.
That's the key, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from the beach at the Presidio, yeah. Big Sur, that is
I've
on
heard
the
a lot of great
coast
things.
from San Francisco past Carmel.
Okay.
And they have purple sand, and you have to, it's called Pfeiffer Beach, actually.
Okay.
And you have to actually find it and know where to make the right turn, and then 2 miles down the road and find it. And here, probably a sunset in Laguna Beach.
Okay. If
Those are all
there was
nice.
one place that you had to tell the viewers watching, based on what you just said, that they had to go see, which one would you pick?
What, in Laguna, or the
Anyone,
three of them?
yeah.
I mean, I think the easiest will be Laguna Beach,
Okay.
the rooftop in Laguna Beach.
And go back
It's
to
called
the first
Rooftop
one,
Lounge.
the one that you mentioned on Taylor Street.
Taylor Street Cafe? Oh my
Taylor
gosh.
Street Cafe.
It's a small little place. I think it fits 20 people, maybe. So if you get in the right time, you don't wait. But if you don't, then you can wait maybe 30, 40 minutes. And there's always people in line. They have the Millionaire's Bacon, and it's amazing. Oh my gosh. It's like, oh, my eyes are opening.
Millionaire's Bacon. Okay.
Yeah, it's sweet and spicy and delicious.
And everything nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Bree.
Yes.
I know you went to Disneyland.
I did.
Since you've been here already today. So same question, some of the things that you've liked and seen, and what you would recommend potentially.
Okay, obviously Disneyland's great. My husband and I went yesterday. We hung out with Shannon Pulowski and her sister and little Autumn. We had a great time. Autumn was like, we're going all these places, and we're like, okay, that's fine. She went on rides that I wouldn't go on, so it worked out great. So that's obviously fun, just to have fun and kind of let loose and not be so tense and be outside instead of being indoors constantly. The Golden Gate Bridge is awesome. Last year we actually watched the sunrise across the Golden Gate Bridge, my husband and I, which was really beautiful.
That's very romantic.
I didn't want to get up, but it was worth it in the end. So that was great. And then actually today we're staying in Newport Beach. We're just chilling on the beach, killing some time, and we saw a group of dolphins, and it was really cool. I was like, oh, look how they're so peaceful and pretty, and it was just really cool to see like natural wildlife out there. So, but I mean, just being able to be outside again and not be indoors, or it's either freezing outside and you can't enjoy yourself. It's just great to be outdoors.
Have you had a chance to ever swim with dolphins?
I have not. I've pet a dolphin at SeaWorld, but I have not swam with them.
Okay. All right. And then for the rest of the season, we've got some new stops and some new cities to visit. Is there anything that that you guys have on the radar that you want to check out when you visit a particular city moving forward?
I mean, I always try to find restaurants.
Okay.
And things to do. Always the local places, the local beer, and I love beer, and I want to try different local places. But I really haven't had a lot of time to look at it. I don't even have any flights yet.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
it's kind of far ahead.
Well, we're looking for the local eats. When we
Yeah,
go to
definitely
a
local
place.
eats, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bree, what about you?
Well, I've never been to Connecticut, so I'm really looking forward to go to Connecticut. I have friends that are from back there. They told me it's gorgeous during the summertime, so I'm just really thankful to see that part of the country.
As you can see, practice is about to start.
Here we go.
We'll let these two players get on the lanes. Don't forget to watch us tomorrow, noon Eastern, Fountain Valley, Fountain Bowl, right here on Extra Frame. So for Marie Jose Rodriguez, Bryanna Coté, I'm Emil Williams Jr., big thanks to Jeff Goodger and Craig Elliott. We'll see you next week. The Queen, first major of the season, the PWBA on the Road Show.